Tonight on KCTV 5 News at 10, when you wake up tomorrow, you can take your child to get a vaccine. What you need to know and what doctors are saying. Chiefs tickets go on sale in 14 hours. We're talking to brokers about the big sellers, and Danny is breaking down the whole schedule.
KCTV 5 News starts now.
The main game that's going to go to the great majority of the country, the most seen game of the opening weekend, will be our Cleveland at Kansas City game. That's the game that Tony Romo and Tracy Wolfson and I will be calling.
Love hearing Jim Nantz talk about the Chiefs. All eyes will be on Arrowhead Stadium at the start of a new NFL season. It's a playoff rematch in Kansas City, and you'll see the game right here on KCTV 5.
The Browns and Chiefs kick things off at 3:25 September 12th. There are plenty of other big games, too, that Chiefs fans have circled on their calendars. In just 2 minutes, we have team coverage of the hottest tickets in town.
But first, kids as young as 12 years old are now eligible to get the COVID shot. Local pharmacies and clinics will start taking younger patients starting tomorrow.
KCTV 5 stands for you. Betsy Webster joins us live now outside the Hy-Vee in Prairie Village. Betsy, what do parents need to know about this tonight?
Well, first you need to know all the places that are going to begin doing this tomorrow. Hy-Vee said so, CVS said so, Johnson County Department of Health and Environment just told us an hour ago they're going to start tomorrow. A lot more will probably be joining on. That's because the CDC Special Advisory Committee, or I should say Advisory Committee on Vaccines, gave the green light tonight, and so this is going to get started here first thing when they open tomorrow. The CDC approval tonight comes 2 days after the FDA gave its emergency use authorization for the Pfizer vaccine to be used in kids as young as 12. Here's why that matters.
The benefit is that it is going to help us get back to normal more quickly, help our kids get back to school, all the activities that they need to be involved in.
Dr. Steve Lauer is a pediatrician at the KU Health System, where today 2 of their patients hospitalized with COVID are ages 10 and 17. Kids getting really sick is rare, doctors say, but a British study shows merely having a kid in your household increases your risk of being infected with COVID. The health system's pediatric ICU director, Dr. Michael Lewis, talks to families about it like this.
What does it mean if your kid has COVID in your house? Not looking at it in a vacuum for just your child, but what does it mean in your home?
What that generally means is more risk to others and more confinement, including in-person school and activities on hold. Doctors say the bigger picture for getting kids vaccinated isn't just about keeping them from getting sick, but about keeping overall spread in check so that the kids can keep doing what they enjoy.
Allow them to continue to be well and not miss participation days or camp days or travel days because they have COVID-19.
Now, Hy-Vee and CVS say you can get those vaccinations for your kids on an either by appointment or on a walk-in basis. But if you're planning to walk in, you're first going to want to check to make sure that your pharmacy has that vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine. Vaccinefinder.org is one good way to check on that. You'll also need to give written permission, and they will need to have an adult with them, preferably the parent who gave them that written permission. On the note of vaccines, though, one other thing that the doctors mentioned tonight is that other vaccines are important for these kids as well. They're especially urging kids to get the HPV vaccine. And as you're scheduling all that out, you need to consider that the recommendation is to place a 2-week space between the COVID vaccine and any of those other vaccinations. Live in Prairie Village, Kansas, Betsy Webster, KCTV 5 News.
I'll be curious to see how many parents rush their kids to go get this one. And Betsy, thank you for tonight's update.
Well, tonight the road to Super Bowl 56 is clear. But before the big game, there's a bunch of other big games that the Chiefs hope to win. And they'll be fast sellers when tickets go on sale tomorrow morning. Emily Rittman has a closer look at the hottest tickets in town. But our Chiefs team coverage begins with Danny Welniak, who's live in the locker room tonight. So, Danny, which games are circled on your calendar?
Well, Brad, what's the first thing that we look for when schedules come out? It's the primetime matchups, right? And Kansas City has 5 of them, 1 Monday, 1 Thursday, and 3 on Sunday Night Football. But only 2 will be under the lights at Arrowhead. So let's take a look at who those headliners are. Already in week 2, KC travels to Baltimore for Sunday Night Football, facing the 2020 NFL MVP, Lamar Jackson, or 2019 rather. The first home primetime game in week 5 against the Bills is an AFC Championship rematch. The Chiefs host the Giants in week 8 on Monday night, then trips to Las Vegas in week 10 and LA play in Week 15 get primetime slots, with the Raiders falling on Sunday and the Chargers and Justin Herbert on Thursday. The Chiefs are the favorites in Vegas to win the AFC, but the three not far behind, of course, are teams that they will play: the Bills, Ravens, and Browns. So I'll break it all down week by week coming up in sports, but a lot of excitement to look ahead and look forward to. Brad?
Well, it's just fun to see the schedule. Every week is a new fascinating week as the Chiefs look to go back to the Super Bowl.
Yep, and if they want to get there, they got to go through some of the best, and we'll talk about the strength of schedule coming up.
Yeah, should be a great season. Danny, thanks.
Now, tickets for the Chiefs home games go on sale tomorrow at noon. Some of these big games could sell out quickly. KCTV 5's Emily Rittman continues our team coverage now from Arrowhead Stadium. Just a closer look at the hottest tickets in town. Emily?
Carolyn, Jackson County residents will have pre-sale opportunities from 8 to 10 a.m. tomorrow. Season ticket holders will have pre-sale opportunities starting at 11 a.m.
Oh, what is this? A package from Roger Goodell.
Dante Hall, a.k.a. the Human Joystick, a.k.a. the X Factor, shared the Chiefs' NFL schedule with Chiefs Kingdom tonight on the team's social media channels.
It's a 2021 schedule.
We're already seeing, a huge increase in demand compared to last year because there's so much uncertainty at this point last year.
Tickets for Less employees are already fielding phone calls from Chiefs Kingdom.
Every home game pretty much in Kansas City is going to be pretty high demand this year.
Including the home opener when the Chiefs take on the Cleveland Browns.
That's going to be a big game, playoff rematch. The Browns are kind of a young up-and-coming team, so obviously CBS thinks that's going to be a huge game to put it on their first weekend.
During Week 9 on Sunday, November 7th, the Chiefs will face the Green Bay Packers.
The Chiefs actually got the extra home game this year where they added the Packers, so that's going to be a really big game. Green Bay has a lot of fans that love to travel, so that's always a big game. The Steelers are coming in town this year. They always travel really well. The Cowboys are back in town. They haven't been here for a while. So a lot of times you get some of those big market teams that haven't been here for a while. Those sometimes can draw a lot of out-of-town fans and just drive up the demands.
Chiefs fans will need to buy tickets online this year. The ticket office will not be open for any walk-up sales.
And if you're a Chiefs fan and you live in Jackson County and you want to take part in that pre-sale tomorrow morning, you will have to use a credit card with a Jackson County zip code in order to do so. Reporting from Chiefs Kingdom, Emily Rittman, KCTV 5 News.
Exciting day already tomorrow. Emily, thank you. Now, you saw that video of Dante Hall, by the way, with the Chiefs trading cards. Well, you can own one of those decks. Only 18 of them were made. The team is giving them away to lucky fans who follow them on Twitter and retweet the picture of all of the cards. Each pack signed by a different Chiefs player.
Well, it was a day filled with sunshine, and because the city is made up of asphalt and concrete, it absorbed a lot of heat, and you can see the heat island right in here, mid to upper 50s. But look what happens when you get away from the city. 47 in Tonganoxie, 48 Liberty, 49 in Kearney. You see how the temperatures drop off when you head out of town. Well, the source of all this cool air is this guy right here, and it's been producing mostly easterly winds. But as the high slides away, south winds return, and we're in for a nice little warm-up tomorrow. But then the rain starts. I'll tell you when that comes in and how long it's going to last in your Storm Track 5 forecast coming up.
All right, thanks, Gary. Tonight, fuel is flowing through the Colonial Pipeline again. The company just restarted operations a few hours ago, but it will take a few days to get back up to full speed. A cyber attack shut down that pipeline for 6 days. Now, during that time, panicked drivers have been rushing to gas pumps. Lines are still long across the East Coast and the South. More and more stations are running out of fuel. Now, we haven't heard any of these issues in our area, but we also don't rely on the Colonial Pipeline for our gas. The price of gas could be going up in Missouri, but not because of a shortage. The State House passed a bill that raises the gas tax by 12.5 cents over the next 5 years. It's now headed to Governor Mike Parson's desk. He is expected to sign it. Just 3 years ago, voters rejected a bid to increase the gas tax, and it hasn't been raised in 25 years.
And the winner each Wednesday will receive $1 million.
Could be the best idea yet. The governor of one state has a giveaway to encourage people to get vaccinated.
Plus, it's been a while since any of us got to explore our own city. Neil Jones is reminding us about all the things we love about Kansas City in tonight's Top 5.
Kctv 5 is committed to helping workers make a job connection. Today's job of the day is for Metri in North Kansas City. They're hiring warehouse associates for all shifts. For details, go to kctv5.com and click on jobs. Kctv 5 stands for you.
You're watching KCTV 5 News. Closed captioning brought to you by St. Luke's, offering the most advanced treatments for epilepsy.
As a family-owned business, Price Chopper knows just how important saving money is to your family. We're always chopping prices, so you can feed your family for less.
When it's time for a new mattress, find your perfect match with one trip to Nebraska Furniture Mart. Explore more than 75 name brand mattresses on display, all with our comfort and price guarantee. Memorial Day sales savings start now. Choose from top name brand mattresses and get a free adjustable base. Plus, get 2 free pillows with select purchases. A total value of up to $628 with 60-month financing available. Get your best sleep with Nebraska Furniture Mart.
With Long John Silver's family meals, you can have your cake for free and eat it too. Have it delivered from our store to your door with any 10-piece meal or larger. Visit longjohnsilvers.com to find delivery and free cake options near you. Long John Silver's, this year.
KCTV 5 City Cam is sponsored by Bordner Home Improvement.
It was a horrifying time in history. Soon, parts of Auschwitz will be on display at Union Station. 700 artifacts from the concentration camp have arrived in Kansas City, including part of the electrified fence that held more than 1 million people captive. Most of them were murdered. The director of the exhibit says he hopes it teaches a very powerful lesson.
Despite this happened back in 1940 and 45, we cannot say that the ingredients that made possible the existence of the camp are gone.
Auschwitz, not long ago, not far away, opens on June 14th inside Union Station. It is a peaceful place for those who are grieving. Church of the Resurrection in Leawood has added to its memorial garden. Today, an 11-foot glass sculpture was installed outside the church. It was created by a local artist. Scanning a QR code on the piece will open a reflection guide on your phone.
Kansas is not cutting unemployment benefits. Governor Laura Kelly says the state will continue to pay the extra $300 a week. Missouri, though, will stop those payments as of June 12th. The federal benefit doesn't expire until September 6th. Some governors say that extra money is just encouraging people to not go back to work.
And the winner each Wednesday will receive $1 million.
It is the million-dollar question. Are you sure you can't be convinced to get the COVID shot? Today, the governor of Ohio announcing a lottery for everyone who has gotten their first dose. For 5 weeks, one lucky winner will win $1 million. The money will come from the state's federal COVID relief fund.
Cutting in field, Weber's shot is in top corner. Kansas City scores.
The cheering section at Legends Field is about to get a whole lot louder. KC NWSL is selling every seat for their regular season matches, starting with the home opener May 26th. You can buy them now at Ticketmaster.com.
Stadiums are starting to fill back up, and people are heading back out again. This summer, Neil Jones will be enjoying all the things Kansas City has to offer. Here's tonight's Top 5.
Maybe it's a post-Super Bowl loss hangover. I mean, how much Tom Brady can a person take? So maybe we need a little reminder of how great things can be here. So here are my top 5 reasons to love life here in Kansas City. Number 5, downtown. 20 years ago, the only reason for TV crews to come to downtown Kansas City was to cover a crime story. But the Sprint Center changed that. It led to Power and Light. Dozens of buildings have gone up, and downtown living is very much in vogue. Number 4, great food. Let's start with the obvious. Kansas City's the barbecue capital of the world. But that's just the tip of the restaurant iceberg. We've got dozens of iconic spots, like Garozzo's. In fact, Mother's Day here at Garozzo's is a Jones family tradition. Hey, if the Pope ever tries their chicken spadini, he'll move the Vatican to North Kansas City. Hey, every town's got the same old national restaurant chains, but how many cities have town topping? Number 3, local destinations. Since Midtown Kansas City reinvented itself as the Crossroads District, it's become one of the area's most popular spots. We've got one-of-a-kind museums like the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art and one of my favorite spots, the World War I Museum. Number 2, one community. Kansas City used to be dominated by the state line. Nothing could get done. Kansans helped pack Arrowhead and Kaufman, but it was Missouri residents who had to build and maintain the stadiums. That is until the history-making bi-state tax was passed, and suddenly all things seemed possible. And the number 1 reason to love Kansas City? Our spirit. Usually that's something you can't see. But thanks to the 800,000 fans who packed downtown for the Royals Parade and the 500,000 who braved freezing weather for the Chiefs Parade, our spirit's there for the whole country to see. We've got Jazoo, which mixes dangerous animals with food and liquor, and Art Bra, which mixes food and drinks with bras. This town's got a lot to offer. So that's this week's Top 5.
He makes all good points, and I agree with every one of them.
Absolutely, and you can almost just feel the city coming back.
No,
now.
you can.
And we can finally emerge and see some of this again.
Yeah.
Together.
Restaurants are packed, and
nice
people are getting back out to the museums. It is so good.
One problem, the weather's not cooperating too well, at least not after today, right, Gary?
Yeah, well, we've got tomorrow, and Thursday looks to be a keeper. I'm just wondering how many people are going to be calling in tomorrow to enjoy it, because after Thursday, the weather gets a little bit sour for a long, long time. Your Bordner Home Improvement City Cam from the tower, looking out over the Kansas City skyline. It's not bad outside right now, at least if you're in the city. Get away from the city, though, and it does cool off. Lawrence is in the 40s. Ottawa's already there. Richmond's in the mid-40s, 49 in Chillicothe. But Kansas City officially is at 56 degrees. It's a heat island effect. And again, with all the asphalt and concrete absorbing all the heat, it takes a little while to release it. But when it happens, it cools off tonight. East winds at about 6 miles per hour. Wind chill, again, matching the temperature at 56. And the wind will be very light in the morning, so not much of a chill factor. In fact, that wind comes in at less than 6 miles per hour. But 42 is still 42, clear and crisp air outside, and crisp air like that, that's lower humidity air, it warms up about as quickly as the temperatures drop, so expect that tomorrow. All sunshine through the morning hours. Great if you're wanting to get outside to exercise a little bit. Why not? Hit the tennis courts, smack the ball around a little bit, do a little short sprinting. 63 degrees at noon, 68 degrees at 4. Keep in mind, it is cool outside, easy to pull a muscle. Make sure you stretch and warm up well before any sort of exercise. Live power Doppler radar, that's a strange little anomaly near Leroy, Kansas, but for the most part, it is just dry all over the Midwest. Head to the west, and well, we had quite a bit of rain earlier this afternoon, but this is now running into this area of high pressure, and that's pretty much knocking the precip out of the skies. No threat for rain tonight. In fact, we barely will see any cloud cover at all between now and tomorrow afternoon. But by Friday, that all breaks down. Rain moves in, but watch what happens. As soon as that rain hits the state line, keep your eye on my hand, it just fizzles. Saturday, though, it'll break through, and that's our next best chance for rain. Sunday, another good chance for rain. Monday, more rain. Tuesday, you're ready to pull your hair out, and yeah, more rain will be falling, and even on Wednesday. So we've got a long string of days where rain will be falling. Right now, the forecast track modeling data suggests we could pick up 2 inches of rain or more. Some areas, at least isolated spots, could see 3. That's a half a month's worth of rain that could be falling in the next 5 days. Now, tomorrow, no rain, 68 degrees, beautiful day, light winds, plenty of sunshine, just gorgeous, gorgeous weather. For the most part, Friday looks okay, 30% rain chance, no yellow weather alert that day. But then we start to add the alert days together, one right after the other. Wouldn't be surprised to tack on another yellow weather alert day on Wednesday. That day looks pretty rainy, too, for the most part. We have not timed the weekend very well. Saturday, rain with maybe a few rumbles of thunder as well. 55 at 7, 65 at noon. Temperature's not bad, but it's the rain. And you know, the first couple of days of rain, Brad, are okay. But after 5 straight days, trust me, we're going to be wanting just to scream at the top of our lungs.
Yeah, we're going to get a little sour, I think
so.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Okay.
Well, the road to Super Bowl 56 starts now. What will it take to win a third straight AFC championship and end the season in L.A.? Danny breaks down the Chiefs' schedule week by week next in sports. But first, here's Lisa Robertson with tonight's local steals and deals.
Hey, everybody. We all know that we are supposed to get a new mattress periodically. But we don't, right? And why don't we do that? Because, oh my gosh, we're super busy, it's super expensive, and it's a super pain in the you-know-what. So I have something that's going to solve everything for you, and this is going to be the easiest thing you've ever done, and you're not going to have to worry about it at all. This is a fabulous mattress from Blankwool. So I love the fact that it's all that new mattress technology that you hear about, right? It's a foam core, it's gel-infused memory foam, it's that perfect blend of support and plush, and we love that, right? All covered, good to go. And it literally takes a few minutes to order it, and then you're done. It comes to your door in a box, and it's rolled up and compressed, so it goes anywhere you want in your house. You don't have to go, hey, can I have my neighbor come over and help me fight that mattress up the stairs? This is not going to be any trouble. In a box, take it where you want it, no problem. Do you wonder if a new mattress is going to work with your frame and your adjustable bed? No problem. This does. Do you wonder how you're going to afford a new mattress with all this new technology? Don't worry, because, oh my gosh, the value on this mattress is amazing. Now, right now on localsteals.com, these are all 17 to 38% off, and they have all the sizes. That is literally order it in a few minutes. Everything else is taken care of, and you're going to save a lot of money at the same time. Now, that is going to help you sleep better.
Current conditions, sponsored by Mission Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Discover the Master Shield difference. Get Master Shield gutter protection with free installation. Call 833-83-SHIELD. Master Shield beats all other advertised offers. Call 833-83-SHIELD now and receive a free home improvement gift card with purchase.
There can be lots of reasons why your drains are running slow. Good news is, we fix them all. Call today for our $99 main line opening, and we'll camera your sewer line for free. Wow, how's that for peace of mind? 888-4BOB. Remember 913.
It's time to say thank you to the place that matters most, starting with a free estimate from CertaPro Painters. We understand how you feel about your home. That's why you can count on us to take care of every detail. Listening, prepping, painting. It's always worry-free with our expert painting team. Whatever painting project you have in mind, your local neighborhood CertaPro Painters will do the job right. Start your on-site or remote estimate today at CertaPro.com. Proven and trusted experts in painting.
You know I'm hungry, Kansas City.
You know I'm hungry.
We're hungry.
This team is hungry.
You know we're hungry. We're hungry.
I'm hungry, Casey.
We're hungry. Let's go, Royals. Let's go. Woo! You know we're hungry.
I'm hungry.
We're hungry.
Price Chopper and the Royals, feeding your hunger.
Hello. I'm the new guy. Tell me about this epic stuffed crust pizza.
It's made with fresh, never frozen dough, hand stuffed with cheese.
Good job. All right, you called me. It is me.
No, I knew it was you.
Let me hear you say epic stuffed crust.
Epic stuffed crust.
When we install a roof on your commercial property, you don't just get our workmanship warranty. You get one that is backed for up to 35 years by the world's largest roofing manufacturer. Let our team of professionals give you some peace of mind. Call Christian Brothers Roofing today.
Faucets dripping, shower leaking, toilet backing up? Call now for our $49 whole house plumbing inspection. Better call Bob. Right, Bert?
Call 888-4POV. Remember 913.
Discover the Master Shield difference. Get Master Shield gutter protection with free installation. Call 833-83-SHIELD. Master Shield beats all other advertised offers. Call 833-83-SHIELD now and receive a free home improvement gift card with purchase.
Download the KCTV5 streaming news app. Live, local, free.
Fair in my neighborhood.
Fierce in mine.
Weather changes fast around here.
Hailstorms or heat, flash floods or fierce wind.
You can't outrun Mother Nature.
But you can outsmart her with Storm Track 5 weather.
Make your plans weatherproof with Storm Track 5.
With the most experienced team.
And advance alerts.
Before things turn extreme.
Turn to Storm Track 5 and make your plans weatherproof.
Look forward to the challenge of playing the Browns. Look forward to the challenge of playing the Ravens.
Well, you can't have a press conference without Andy Reid saying we look forward to the challenge. And as the Chiefs embark upon the inaugural 17-game season, their schedule will certainly be a challenge. As of this evening, their schedule ranks 11th toughest in the National Football League. Right out of the gate, a rematch of the AFC divisional playoff game with the Browns and a primetime game in Baltimore. The Chiefs meet the reigning offensive rookie of the year in Justin Herbert and the Chargers in Week 3, then Week 4 in Philadelphia. Might be a bit of a breather. The Eagles did finish last year 4-11-1 at the bottom of the worst division in football, the NFC East. Week 5 is already another playoff rematch with the Bills. They get noon kicks right here on KCTV5 in Week 6 and 7 on the road against the Washington football team and the Tennessee Titans, who won another shot at KC after that AFC championship back in 2019. Week 8 is at Arrowhead against the Giants. Week 9, the Packers come to town, hopefully with Aaron Rodgers. Week 10, they're back in primetime versus their rival Raiders. KC will get the Cowboys at home with Dak Prescott back at QB. A bye week is big in Week 12, then a divisional slate of the Broncos, Raiders, and then primetime versus the Chargers. 2 of the final 3 weeks are on the road, but the Chiefs do get the Steelers at home. And remember, 10 of the Chiefs' regular season games will be broadcast right here on KCTV5. Coming into Game 2 against Detroit tonight, Royals pitcher Danny Duffy boasted a 1.26 ERA. That's the third best currently in baseball and good enough for third best ERA in Royals history after 6 starts. So could he help snap the 9-game losing streak?
Salvi into left center field, and that's going to roll deep.
Royals get out to a 2-run lead in the first inning, but again relinquish. The Tigers take a 3-2 lead in the 5th on this Candelario RBI double to deep center, and there is no recovering. Duffy does deal 6 innings of 4-run ball with 8 strikeouts. The final 4-2. Royals have now lost 10 in a row. The series finale is tomorrow at 12:10. Tonight out in Northwest Arkansas, Royals fans can get a little excited, though, about their top shortstop prospect, Bobby Witt Jr. He hit his first AA home run with the Naturals. He went deep in the 3rd inning against Tulsa.
Rudy inside the penalty area, and he puts it inside the roof of the net.
Sporting KC have dominated up until that point in Houston, but the Dynamo score the only goal of the match as KC drops to 2-2 and 2 overall. Monarchs Media Day was a success today. You can find all the stories we did on KCTV5.com, but their home opener is Tuesday, May 18th against the Lincoln Salt Dogs. KCTV5 News at 10. We'll be right back.
Your 7-day weather forecast is sponsored by Security Bank of Kansas City.
Millions of customers are leaving their providers and switching to Spectrum. And if you have AT&T with DirecTV, it's not hard to see why. Because while AT&T charges you extra for an internet modem, Spectrum gives it to you for free. They do? Yeah, they do. And Spectrum has the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance. Get Spectrum Internet with speeds at 200 megabits for $44.99 a month. Call 833-970-4499. Spectrum wins on TV, too. Unlike AT&T with DirecTV Select, Spectrum has more free HD and free on-demand, and sports channels are included. Wow, really? Really. Plus, get exclusive original content with Spectrum Originals. Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-970-4499. And unlike AT&T with DirecTV, Spectrum doesn't have contracts or early termination fees. We'll even buy out your current contract up to $500. Switch to America's fastest growing internet, TV, and voice provider. Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each. Ask about our easy self-install options. Call 833-970-4499.
Growing a lush lawn doesn't have to be complicated. With premium grass seed, long-lasting fertilizer, and rich soil enhancers all in one bag? Pennington Lawn Booster works harder so you don't have to. Pennington Lawn Booster. Quicker, thicker, greener grass, guaranteed.
Clogged gutters cause damage to your home. Advantage Gutter Guard's patented design protects your home by handling heavy rain while blocking out leaves, sticks, seeds, and even pine needles. Professionally installed on new or existing gutters with a lifetime clog-free guarantee. Let our expert consultants give you a free, no-hassle evaluation. In person, video chat, or over the phone. Gutter Cover Kansas City. We've got you covered.
Incomparable design makes it beautiful. State-of-the-art technology makes it brilliant. The Lexus NX with pedestrian detection, lane departure alert, and Amazon Alexa compatibility. Standard. Experience the crossover in its most visionary form.
Get special offers on the 2021 NX300 all-wheel drive.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Thanks for joining us tonight. KCTV 5 News this morning gets started at 4:30.
And we'll see you back here the same time tomorrow. Have a great night.
Thanks for watching KCTV 5 News. Watch us live wherever you are, on our mobile, on our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. KCTV 5 News is sponsored in part by Price Chopper.
Her name is Crowley Furniture and Mattress, right? So we don't just have furniture, we have mattresses, and that's a key component, and it always has been. You know, I think that it goes to my dad's particular passion for mattresses. He loves mattresses, and that has trickled down into our business and into our sales associates' philosophies, into our service team's philosophies. It's part of who we are. We're passionate about giving you the best night's sleep.
When you come into Crowley, you're going to love your mattress, but you'll really love our people.
Bordner built that. Bordner built that too.
Bordner Home Improvement knows the difference between living with your bathroom and loving it. Call now and let Bordner finance your project for as low as $60 a month. Plus, only Bordner gives you 50% off installation on your new bath project. Bathroom remodel, windows, to roofing and siding.
Let Bordner build it. Now that's Bordner Bliss. Pick up the phone and call Bordner Home Improvement.